Hey, PM Kester here with how to take a break. And what are we talking about in this video? We are finishing up my month of intentions. We've talked about setting intentions and not resolutions. We've talked about my intention for the year. And now we are going to talk about setting intentions and implementing them in 30 days. Go get a pencil and paper, come back here, and let's get into the video. All right, y'all. So, if you have been following me for some time, either on this platform, but especially on Instagram, you know I talk a lot about intentions, and I talk about my journal, the 30-day intention journal. So the original version also started as a printable, and it was girl, set your intentions. It was a 30-day intention journal. I have a second edition version that is on Etsy, priced so low, priced to move, because I really want everyone to have this. And it's going to be on Etsy until the end of the month, until I get new hard copy versions printed out. But it is a great tool, and it's so that you can start off your year setting in some intentions and recognize the power of what you can do in 30 days. And so it can motivate you to continue to implement your intentions throughout the year. And that's why I chose 30 days. I chose 30 days because I want you to see how much you can get done when you put your mind to it in just 1 month. 30 days. So the first thing that you do, and it's mapped out in the journal, is you're going to do an assessment of your past year. And what do I mean by that? So you are going to look at what in the areas of career, money, and relationships, which is my top 3. Right now, flipping, you're hearing papers going, but we're going to talk about career disappointments. We're going to talk about what have you accomplished in each of these areas, what opportunities have been presented, what lessons learned did you learn. And so the goal is that once you see that, you write that down, what you learned from each of these areas, disappointments, accomplishments in each of these areas. You'll be able to look back over your past year and figure out what you want to laser focus in on your intention being. This is to help. You can also look back at my previous video where I talked about how I chose overflow as my intention for this year. And I very much talk about looking at my life in the past year, but also other signs and things like that. I'm not going to go into it on this video, but go back a couple of videos ago and you see me spell that out. But at the beginning of the journal, that's what you do. You're going to look back on your assessment for the past year. After that, you are going to set your intention. You're going to write down the top of the page what your intention is. And then each day, in all 3 of the areas, my main 3 areas are career, relationships, and money. You are going to do a goal associated with each one of those areas that is in line with your intention. My intention is overflow. Each day I have a goal in the area of money, the area of relationships, and the area of career that aligns with me implementing things related to overflow. For money, one of the things that I have been doing recently is looking for a way to bring in some extra income to help fund some of my business ventures and other stuff, like other goals that I want to do in my life. So that could be one day a goal was to talk to printers about the hardcover version of this journal. For overflow with relationships, one of my goals was to call one of my friends I hadn't seen in a while one day, because I want to be overflowing in relationships, right? Another day, one of my goals was to find different classes and events that I could participate in so I could grow my group and thus, create more relationships, more opportunities for myself to be around people, to see people, because again, I want to overflow in relationships this year. with my career. One of my overflow goals earlier this month was to create avenues for growth in my career. So signing up for classes and trainings, setting up weekly meetings with my new supervisor. So these are the things that you're going to do. And there's like a page for that for, you guessed it, 30 days. Also up in there, when you get to about the halfway mark, it's going to ask you to do a check-in. You see how stuff, we're getting sound effects. It's going to ask you to do a check-in, and it wants you to go back through the days that you are, that you've done. So maybe 1 through 15. And let's check in. What all have you accomplished? What areas, categories are you falling short in? And what can you change about that? Are these things priorities for you? Because maybe your top 3 are not the same as my top 3. I just feel like career, money, relationships are like top 3 under everyone's type goals. But it may not be for you. So I want you to look back and reflect. And then after you get to the end of your 30 days, you're going to do a lessons learned and just kind of an inventory on what you've accomplished in these 30 days, what more you would like to do, and just write down maybe a note or something about how your intentions are lining up. Now, this is a quick overview of the 30-day intention journal, but there's so much more. It's such a great tool, but hey, maybe you want to get started on your own without purchasing the tool. I'm not mad. But so hopefully this video just gives you something maybe to work with in your own journal. But if you are ready to take the plunge and actually see what is all in the 30-day intention journal, look in the description box, click the link to go to my Etsy shop and download your printable version of the 30-day intention journal today. Drop a comment and let me know what your intention for the year is, or maybe one goal that you have for yourself this week. Until next time, find a little time to take a break. Bye.